Hello, class 10th students. Today we are going to study the chapter number 2, contour lines, and the topic representation of relief features. So, here, first of all, we should know what is the meaning of relief. Relief means actual configuration of land which includes its altitude and slope like mountain, valley, hill, plain, plateau, etc. So relief means actual configuration of land, how land looks like, how land is exactly, how high it is, what is its altitude, and what is its slope, right? So that thing is called relief. Like suppose we are having different types of land. We are having plain land, right, which we call plains. Then we are having a land with a rolling surface and very high altitude. That type of land is called mountain, right? So here mountain, valley, hills, plains, plateau, etc. Right? These all are the relief features of earth, right? Now these are the relief features: mountains, valleys, hill, plain, plateau. These all things have three dimensions: length, breadth, and height. Three dimensions: length, breadth, and height. Right? Now, these three things can be represented on a piece of paper. On a piece of paper, we can have only two dimensions, either length or breadth, not the height, right? So how will we represent these relief features, mountains, valleys, hill, plain, plateaus, on a piece of paper, right? Or you can say how we will represent these features on map, right? How? So the ways by which we can represent these uh, relief features, we are going to study those ways, right? As we have already studied that we will have to represent these things into 2D, right? But still we should have some other methods, right, by which we can have an effect of 3D on a paper or on a map. Okay, so for that we take four ways in account: hachures, hill shading, form line, spotlight, benchmark, and these contour lines. These are the ways to represent these relief features on topographical maps, topo sheets, or on a map or on a piece of paper, right? Now here the first thing which we are going to study about is hachures. Hachures, then second hill shading, then third form line. Now what is the meaning of hachure? What are hachure lines? See, these hachure lines are short disconnected lines. These are just like you can say hyphens, right, or dash. Okay, short disconnected lines. These are thick and closely spaced when we need to show steep slope. Like suppose here I have drawn it very thick lines and closely spaced. Here also thick lines and closely spaced. Here also thick lines and closely spaced. So at these places, here, here, and here, right, the slope is steep. Slope is steep like this. Okay, getting or not? Slope may be like this. This is a steep slope, right? Now it is becoming gentle slope. Like here, this is a steep slope, right? Steep slope. And if you are making it gentle, then it will be like gentle slope like this, right? More steep, more steep, more steep, steepest, right? So here, what we do in order to show a landform on a piece of paper, right, what do? We draw such type of lines, right? And if that particular relief feature, either it is a mountain or anything is there, right, if that is having very steep slope, then we place these lines very close to each other. If it is having gentle slope, then we place these lines wide away from each other, right? Basically these lines uh, can tell us about the direction of water flow, in which direction water will flow. See, suppose here this is a steep slope and this is you can say gentle slope. So water will not flow from gentle slope to steep slope. It will flow from steep slope to gentle slope, right? It will not tell us the exact height of that particular landform. It will not tell us the exact height, or it will not give exact idea of about that landform too, right? What we can have, we can just have impression of slope, okay, and not the height of land. We can just have impression of slopes, steep slopes and gentle slopes. We cannot come to know about the height, what is the height of this land, okay. So this type of technique or method is used for you can say showing steep slopes and gentle slopes conveniently, right? These are called hashus. Hashus are not very much in use, okay. The thing which is mostly used in topographical map is contour lines, and for these contour lines, okay, we will study in detail in our next lecture. So second thing is hill shading. Now hill shading is also called plastic shading or light and it is based on light and shadow effect. Now just let me check the video. What is the meaning of light and shadow effect? See, light and shadow effect. Suppose if you are having a model of a landform. Suppose here I am having one model of mountain, right? You can say mountains in Sambal, right? Suppose here I am having a model like this. There is a model. Just give me 1 second, right? And this model is lying over my table, right, on my table, and it is telling me that here we are having this mountain, here we are having this mountain, here this type of land is this. Clear? Now how will I draw this on a paper? I'm having model, right? Getting? But how will I draw it in on a piece of paper? Will I make a painting? No. What I will do, on the top left side here, which is north west, on this northwest side I will light up a bulb, okay, or any light, right? Then that light will have light and shadow effect on this model. The top one portion will be getting illuminated, right? And this one side, this one portion will fall under shadow. This one slope of this mountain will not be in you can say will not be under shadow, right? So it will be under shadow this one side. All the sides which are on the this one side, okay, they will be under shadow. Getting or not? So on the basis of this light and shadow, I will draw that type of impression or image on map, okay, or you can say a photograph on map. It is also called plastic photography, right? And I will get something, right, somewhere the top of the mountain will be, you can say will be lighted, right, one, and this one here I will be having a shading one. So this type of picture I'll get here. Just suppose I am making on a piece of paper. So what I will get here, bulb is glowing, so this one side will be illuminated, okay, so it will be lightly shadowed, okay, and this one side will be darkly shadowed like this, okay. Then here light shadow, right, and here uh, light shadow upside, here dark shadow, right, and here upside light shadow, right, here dark shadow. So something like that, okay, on the basis of shadows I will be getting a picture, right? So that type of you can say representation of relief feature on a piece of paper on a map is called hill shading or plastic shading, right? Now the third thing is foam lines. These foam lines are, you can say, broken contour lines. These lines give the approximate idea of height. Okay, these are also called approximate contours, right? These are based on the observation, not on the real survey. Okay, these lines are not based on real survey, just and based on the observation. Okay, and these lines are not numbered, right? Here, this line I have shown here, please don't get confused. This one line, the outermost line is contour line. Okay, this one line is contour line. This contour line is surveyed also. It is having number also. It is giving the exact height of the place also. And in that we are having these broken lines. These lines are called form lines. Okay, these form lines are not having any number. These are not based on real survey, right? These are based on just observation, and they are not getting us the exact idea. They are just getting us approximate idea. Like suppose if this is 1100, right, and this one line was suppose 1200, right? So we can say it is a conical hill and the height is increasing upside, so it may be around 1150 or something like that, more than 1100. Okay, right? So these are called form lines, right? And then after that we are having the third one. This one is spot height. Now what is the meaning of spot height? Like suppose here contour lines are being drawn, it is 800, 900, 1000, right? And on the top, suppose it is written here, one point is there, and on that point it is written 1050, right? So it means that this is the height of this particular sport, right? And it is the exact height of this sport, and this height is based on the actual survey, right? And this height, as it is, you can say, in between the contour line, so now it is giving us idea about the relief. But suppose if no contour line is there, only this spot height is there, then it will not give us what exact idea. Suppose it is like this, it is just like this only, dot 1050. It is the height of this place. So are we getting any idea about the landforms? No, we are not getting any idea, right? So when do we get idea about the landforms? We get idea about the landforms when contour lines are also there. Okay, so this is called spot height. Spot height, it gives us the height of a particular spot. Then comes benchmark. Benchmarks are the marks on prominent buildings. Okay, when survey is done, when the heights are calculated of places, okay, then suppose if some big rock is there or some prominent building is there, then height of that particular place is also written on that rock or that building. Like suppose here one place is here and here we are having a rock. On that rock it is written dot bm225. It means the benchmark is 225 meter. Okay, it means it is the height is from 225 meter from the sea level. Okay, 225 meter from the sea level. It also includes the height of this rock. Okay, right? Or where if it is marked here, then it will, the height will be till here, this much only, right? This will be the height h. This will be the height. Okay, like this. So this is called benchmark. These were the things. Okay, these are the methods used to show or represent various relief features on maps. Relief features are mountains, valleys, or plateaus, plains. Okay, these are the relief features. Relief definition we have already studied. The actual configuration of land, which includes its altitude and slope, right? So this was all about this. In next lecture, we will study about contour lines in detail. I hope that you would have understood everything in a crystal clear manner. Thank you so much.